Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. I'm Shadowhawk 2012. Playing a game that is actually very loud by Quicksilver Software Infravision. Infradomes. Ugh. It's in space. It involves battles within space. Let's see the intro.
It is said, the true challenge of creation lies not in the engineering, but rather in the ability to control one's progeny. The Antarans understood this axiom well. Understood that it applies to the individual organism, as well as the body politic. First, analyze the problem. Devise a solution that allows for manageability. Assemble the elements that comprise the whole. Combine them, allowing reactions to occur. Observe the reactions and identify the cancerous elements. The elements that perform counter to the intended result. The ones that gnaw away at the new creation. And once identified, the rogue elements can be dealt with. Cast out. Eliminated. Thus, the new creation can thrive and grow. Evolve towards its intended purpose. The Antarans now face the challenge of control. Control is not a simple thing. It requires vigilance, discipline, and sometimes intervention. For when the new creation becomes strong enough, independent enough, it can veer from its intended destiny to forge its own. For only when control is firmly and finally established can one rightfully hold the title of Master.
So yes, we're going to play Master of Orion 3. This game is quite unlike the two previous sequels for a number of reasons. Let's start with the major one. The race selection. You will notice some familiar faces. Well, familiar names, but not all. In fact, they've culled quite a few races, including the Daleks, the Mercians, and a few others. Honestly, they've added some new ones, but I don't know. We're going to play as the Ifcool, because they are the Harvesters project for the Antarans' superior life form. We're going to have this symbol, and we're going to customize. We're going to turn our bioharvesting down, we're going to turn our mining up, we're going to turn our manufacturing to superior, we're going to take our research down, keep trade, economics, environmental, diplomacy. We get away with quite a lot. We can even turn that down. That gives us 10 points. So we can also turn down our spies. We're not really planning on talking to people. So actually that lets us get our research back to where it was, and as a special attribute we can go for tolerance. We have Antaran background, which gives us more chance of finding the X technologies, which is one of the win conditions. So we're going to have not the full list of players, we're going to have 5. Frequent events, we're going to have medium difficulty, and we're going to start in a reasonably small galaxy. And more specials, because why not? Victory conditions, sole superpower, leader of the Orion Senate, and all 5 Antaran X's. No, we don't, since we're not in the council at the moment, and we never will be. We're not doing that. So this is the galaxy, and this is the interface. Already there are some similarities. Now, first off, we're going to split our troops up and look at our homeworlds. So this is the Ifgul homeworld, sweet spot, and has a number of good spots actually. Yes, it is not very intuitive this, because I cannot now see what's good and what isn't without going into that menu. Never mind. As you can see, each of the planets has various rings, although we can't really see that until I go into this thing. Yeah, the menu system here is clumsy at best. So this basically shows what each of the planets' various conditions are and how they relate to our race. That dot is our absolute perfection, white is sweet spot, and as it gets further outside, we need more and more technology to stay on the planet, and that is a problem. Technology has gone back to the Master of Orion 1 system, though because it's the first turn I can't edit anything for some reason. We need... Here's where all of our finances are sorted out. This game has a lot more menus, and we, as the Ifgul, can have our oppressor meter up to top. Because, well, we don't want spies in here, and people can be unhappy. Despotism, manufacturing, military productivity, mining and bioharvesting tend to suffer. Don't want that. What we want... Slight inefficiency of manufacturing... Despotism... It's difficult here, but I think we'll go with this one. Lower manufacturing, but doesn't encourage research, and we're going to take our forced labour up to maximum. Of course, we're going to allow it. There we can set up our micromanaging menus, and you're forced to do that after a very short amount of time in this game. We have leaders, we have spies, and I do not like the spying system in this game at all. So less said about that, the better. The Foreign Office we're not going to bother with. Planet Screen we'll bother with later. Ship design is incredibly clumsy in this game, has to be said. And let's have a quick look at things. Demographics, obviously Ifgul only. Let's get out of that. And on to the next turn. Yeah, my next one. Colony of the Alkari race. Yep, that's what they're reduced to now. Random people you find. Oh, so yeah. Well, apologies for that interruption. So, let us see. We get a green world with a colony of the Alkari on there, which is a reasonable thing to take. While they don't get on with us, we get, then, by taking that world, the Alkari, and we can build colony ships on this thing, and they can go and colonize worlds that are good for the Alkari. The problem is, it never tells you what the planet's area is, and so therefore, despite this lovely, lovely menu system, there's not a lot we can do. And actually, that's a closed off area, so we've got to go around this way. You're going to join us. You are. Okay, so +10 to military, -5 to diplomatic relations. I don't mind that so much. And Leng. What's actually here that's worth grabbing? Actually, there are no suitable worlds here, so I might as well not bothered. What we will do here is go and have this planet produce not colony ships, we want system colony ships. So why am I playing this game if I really, really do not like it? You know what, that's a fair point. That is a really fair point. Mining finished, which puts us back up to suitable mining. That's going somewhere vaguely over there. Did I not? I could have colonized here. Why did I not? Did I present things in the wrong order? I did. So, okay. Clumsy interface aside, that was a mistake by me, but honestly, this game, I've always got a special place I've always got a special place for this game, because it did get me into Master of Orion. Somehow. But having played the first and the second game for so long... No, I'm not doing an LP of this. No, it's not happening. So instead, I'm going to do something else. As for what I'm doing, how about one of the following?
Elrond, god of the forest, the source of all life. He released his servants, the divine spirits unto the lands. He spoke, I am that which has given you life. For a time they brought life and happiness to the forest. Soon the forest was visited by fate. The divine spirits created a beast in their own image. Elram warned, that is the beast of knowledge, and it will someday bring temptation upon you. Thou shalt not associate with it. The divine spirits so promised, and gave birth to the beast of their own image. Such was man's beginning. Time passed, and the forest was again visited by fate. A divine spirit was seduced by a beast of knowledge, and so the promise to Elram was broken. The spirit lost its divine power, and by the child of man and spirit it was gained. This new power threatened Elram, and so was divided into light and darkness.
Another White Mage challenge. I messed up the audio there. Yeah.